Hello and welcome to the MPL Fast Closing demo. I'm going to be showing you the MPL Fast Closing tool, which is being developed by MPL Corporate Software, a member of Redfair International. MPL Fast Closing is a tool designed to automate and streamline your financial closing process. It does that by tracking and managing the closing progress within JD Edwards using dashboard pages. It automates the processes that need to run during the financial close based on predefined execution plans. It notifies users of potential issues and errors throughout the month. All the error messages are stored in one single place where users can retrieve them and analyze, and they directly linked to the transactions with errors. And from there, they can take corrective actions based on the solutions prompted by the tool. Uses standard JD Edwards functionality and takes advantage of Oracle's latest technology offerings such as orchestrations, notifications, watch lists, etc. It is flexible and adaptable and can incorporate any process that is specific to your company. It also validates standard user security and provides an additional layer of control within the tool. I'll start showing the screens of the tool itself and start with the dashboard, which is the landing page for the user. The dashboard is a snapshot of the status of the closing and is divided into separate sections. On the top, you have the timeline, which is a graphic representation of the execution plan defined for this company. So the execution plan is the configuration of all the processes that need to run for the close for that company in the correct sequence. And it shows each process with the status depending on how far into the closing the process is. So processes that are in error, they show in the red. Processes that are completed, they show in the green, etc. Also, section of the dashboard, you have a chart that shows the number of errors by process against any action taken to correct them. So in this example, you can see there's quite a few processes with errors, and so far no action taken to correct them. On the left side of the dashboard, you have your watch lists. On the top section of that, you have the general watch lists that are defined by the business based on the processes that are critical and need to be monitored during the month. Users are then notified of any potential issues and can be dealt with during the month and not left for the critical period of the month close. And on the bottom section, you have two watch lists that are specific to the tool, and they track errors within the tool. One is tracking errors, the same processes that's ending in error consecutively, and the other is tracking the same transactions that are ending in error consecutively. So talking about analyzing and resolving errors using the tool. So you can start from the dashboard page and navigate to a process that is showing with error. In this example, I'm going to take the general ledger entry post job that I can see currently there are 75 errors, but no actions to correct them. So when I click on the box, it takes me to an initial screen where it shows all the errors found for this transaction, and they summarize by error type. I then select a type of error here, so I'm going to take the BU post-edit code does not allow entry. So when I select that, then the next screen it shows me the details of all the transactions that have this error, and I can see the batch number, document number, etc. Plus, on the bottom of the screen, there's the error message glossary. That's basically the information that you find in the work center. And on the top of the screen, you have the corrective action buttons. Corrective action buttons, they are displayed based on the type of error that you're analyzing. Some of them are more generic, like more details, where you can see all the level of details for the error message. Review transactions, that will take the user to the transaction entry screen for that particular type of transaction. And some of them are specific to the type of error that I'm viewing. So in this example, I'm looking at transactions that are in error because of the business unit is closed, and the corrective action specific to the error that I can take from the tool is to activate the business unit. So when I click on that, the system will just ask me to confirm. And once I've done that and refresh the screen, I can see that all the transactions that were associated with the business unit that I activated, the error status is now changed to action taken. So that information is already reflected in my dashboard. When I look at the dashboard for that particular process, I can see there's still the same number of errors there, but I can now see there's 16 corrective actions taken to resolve these errors. So users can keep a track of the progress of error resolution during the closing process. Once all the errors have been resolved for a transaction, then that process will show as green in my timeline. So that is basically the same feature for all types of processes within your closing. I also want to show about some additional features that help users to collaborate amongst themselves when they're working in the close. So the first one is error note, where you can attach error notes to a transaction with error, and that note will be available for any user working in the close process. Also, you can send emails from within the tool to other users asking for help using the Ask for Help feature, and that will send an email with whatever message you type, plus a link to that screen to the error message in the tool. We have also created a knowledge base, which is a place where you can store help information, manuals, instructions, whatever it's needed to help users to resolve errors. So the knowledge base articles, they are associated with specific error types. So anytime this error occurs within the tool, then users will be able to see if there is some help associated with that and access that information. Plus, users are also able to add additional information to the knowledge base. So the idea is that this knowledge base will grow as users start to use the tool more and more. So those were the key features I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.